Figured that would be a fun track to kick off this pre-Friday together, June 4th, 2026. I am Peaches. I hope you're doing well. Sorry for taking yesterday off. I got here in the morning. Well, before that, when I woke up, I was... I've already talked about it on the show before. I had that lower right hip, lower right back pain reappear, and it was tough for me to walk. When I had it previously, it was a whole lot worse. I was walking around like a gorilla with my arms on the ground, not even standing up straight at all. I had to lean on everything. It wasn't all that bad this time around. It's gotten a whole lot better today, knocking on wood. But yeah, yesterday I couldn't bear it. I got here, I hobbled into the Z103 studio, sat there, and was like, yeah, I can't do it. I just can't. Like, I was clammy for some reason. I think it was because, as a tall dude, I don't know if all tall people experience this. I hope not. Maybe I'm just weird and I experience this only myself, but any single time I feel a mixture of heat and cold, I get vertigo. Or I'll get dizzy, I'll wake up in the morning, feel lightheaded, dizzy, clammy, all of that. And I slept with the heating pad on for a little while, and then it shut itself off. But also my window was wide open, the fan was on. So of course I got that hot and cold mix, and I was just, I woke up in the morning, my back hurting, I was dizzy. I was talking to Victor on his morning show yesterday, all sweaty for some reason. It wasn't even hot out. I was just all clammy, and I was like, okay, I'm just gonna go home and spend most of the day just chilling out, you know. That's about it. Took a nice middle of the week day off. Well, it's also to make up for this Saturday, because I'll be at the farmers market and also the 27th annual Second Chance Prom with Classy 97. You can still buy tickets for that through the link on our apps. You can also buy the tickets at the door the night of the event, and also you can potentially still pick up free tickets at Mahana Fresh, Black Tie Car Wash, or Closet Revival. Again, you can find all the information about this through the link within the apps. It'll say Second Chance Prom right there on the menu. Go to it. Boom. There you go. There you go. We got another promotion getting announced tomorrow. Tomorrow morning, most likely at 10 a.m. Tomorrow, already Friday. Looking forward to it. Let's get through this afternoon as fast as possible. If you want to get a hold of me, you can. Over at 208-535-1015. It's Peach's Pit Party on K-Bear 101. So there's this game that has been popping up on my my YouTube feed. All these different YouTubers are trying it out, and I don't necessarily understand why. It's a cleanup game where you play as a librarian and you just pick up like thousands of books on the ground. I don't know what happened inside this library. It looks like a tornado ran through the place. All the books are on the ground. You got to go find the proper sections, put the books in chronological order, all of that stuff. Numerical order. That's the word I was looking for. Numerical. Chronological. Yeah, numerical order, volumes 1 through whatever. And I was like, who would play such a stupid game? And then I saw this other YouTuber. I don't know how I went down this rabbit hole. I think I was watching one of these videos, one of the library cleanup videos while I was eating dinner. Because, you know, I like to watch YouTube while I eat. I'm sure a lot of people do. But I saw this other YouTuber play a game called, is it Leaf It Up or Leaf It Alone? Something like that. And you just pick up leaves. And I can't believe I bought the game when I made fun of the stupid library game. This game is even worse. I bought it for $6. You pick up the fall leaves, and that's it. You can upgrade how many leaves you can pick up, how fast you can pick up those leaves. You can buy... Well, the thing is that you're supposed to bag them all up and then put them in the bins, and then you earn money to pay for those upgrades. And you can pay $50 for a leaf blower. I did that. I've gotten pretty far with it, and I sit there and I go, I can't believe I'm playing this when I should be doing something more productive, like finally taking care of my dang dishes that have been in my sink for the past week. Anyway, yeah, if you want to play a stupid game, it's called Leaf It Alone or Leaf It Up, something like that. You just pick up leaves, that's it. I'm a little disturbed by this article that I saw here from Reddit. Scientists have apparently used yeast recovered from Otzi the Iceman, a naturally preserved mummy that's over 5,000 years old. The yeast from his body to make sourdough bread. Sourdough is, for some reason, like there's a lot of people now that are heavily into the making of sourdough bread or the baking, whatever the process is. Like it's extremely difficult. I found that out myself. You have to like take care of the sourdough starter. There's a whole bunch of Facebook groups with people talking about it. Taylor Swift is a huge sourdough starter herself, or sourdough maker herself. I just can't believe they took yeast from this guy's body and then said, you know what, let's make bread out of this. Researchers were studying microorganisms associated with Otzi. Again, I don't know how you say his name. It's OTZI, and discovered ancient yeast strains that could actually be cultivated. Which, I mean, I guess it's cool scientifically, but who was the first person willing to eat that bread? That's my big question. It's Peach's Pit Party right here on K-Bear 101. Uber just released its annual Lost and Found report. And every year it serves as a reminder that human beings are absolutely fascinating creatures because people aren't just leaving phones and wallets behind. People are leaving, let's see here, some of the strangest items left behind in rides this year. Dentures, which I could see that not being all that crazy because you have an old person that just takes them out of their mouth, forgets them on their seat. I don't know how you forget them, maybe because you're old and you might be forgetful and you go, hey, wait a minute, where'd my teeth go? You all of a sudden just feel gums. You're like, oh, hold on. And then the car takes off. Imagine being the Uber driver that finds the dentures just right there in the back seat. A mannequin head with human hair. A Viking drinking horn. A live turtle found in an Uber this year. A chainsaw. Some guy had 10 live lobsters. I really want the explanation, actually. I desperately want the explanation because there's no normal reason to forget 10 lobsters in an Uber. Yeah, if you want to look at the full list, it's up right now. Just look up Uber strangest lost and found items. I'm sure the article will be the first thing to pop up. Let's play some Wage War blindfold on K-Bear 101. EA Sports just unveiled the new covers for Madden 27, and Chicago Bears quarterback Caleb Williams is the chosen one. There are two covers, one for the standard edition of the game and another for the deluxe version, obviously. It's a massive honor for a guy who's only been in the league for 2 years, and now he's the first quarterback on the cover since Josh Allen was featured on Madden 24. Not surprisingly, the announcement of Williams on the cover was met with the usual online chatter of the Madden curse. Feel free to argue amongst yourselves about all that. Former Los Angeles Angels, it's such a tough team name to say. Baltimore Orioles and Milwaukee Brewers outfielder Jordan Adams is going back to school for football. The 26-year-old former first-round pick plans to play wide receiver this fall for SMU. Adams originally committed to play for North Carolina in late 2017, but when the Angels selected him with the 17th pick in the 2018 MLB draft, he went into baseball. He appeared in 38 big league games, but spent the majority of his career in the minors before the Brewers released him from their AAA team last month, and now he's chasing a second career. Remember that North Carolina high school runner who got disqualified for celebrating his state title win just before the finish line? Well, common sense has prevailed as Mallard Creek runner Nyan Brown, I don't know how you say his name, and his teammates in the 4x400 meter relay have been named winners of that race, along with, is it Howe High School, who came in second but were elevated to first after the disqualification. The North Carolina High School Athletic Association Board of Directors officially voted to have both schools as co-winners of the race and to name both Mallard Creek and C.E. Jordan High School state co-champions. The disqualification for unsportsmanlike conduct had cost Mallard Creek the state title. Ugh, yikes. That does it for your Shot Clock Sports Update right here on K-Bear 101. K-Bear 101, there's a new report out there saying that switching jobs can still be one of the fastest ways to get a raise, but it's not the guaranteed payday it used to be. For years, the strategy was simple. You want more money? Get a new job. Companies were throwing around signing bonuses, bigger salaries, practically begging people to come work for them. Now things have cooled off a bit. The report says job hoppers are still seeing pay increases in many cases, but the gap between staying put and switching jobs isn't nearly as dramatic as it was a couple years ago, which makes sense. At some point, people started updating their LinkedIn profiles more often than like their Netflix passwords. And honestly, money matters. I get it. But after talking to enough people over the years, I've realized the best job isn't always the one with the biggest number attached to it. Sometimes it's a better schedule, better coworkers, less stress, better benefits, actually enjoying going to work. That's why opportunities like this week's Hire East Idaho Job of the Week are worth talking about. Snake River Physical Therapy in Idaho Falls is looking for a physical therapist or a physical therapist assistant to join their growing outpatient orthopedic and pelvic health clinic. They're looking for somebody personable, energetic, passionate about helping patients reach their goals through individualized care. And it's not just about the paycheck. They offer competitive pay, flexible scheduling, attainable bonuses, something a lot of people are looking for these days, a healthy work-life balance. If you're licensed in Idaho and you want a career where you can genuinely make a difference in people's lives every day, this could be a fantastic fit. So whether you're actively looking for a new opportunity or just curious about what's out there, check out HireEastIdaho.com. You'll find this position along with plenty of other local opportunities from local companies. Hire East Idaho, connecting people with opportunity, free for job seekers, and new jobs are added all the time. So apparently tinned fish, especially sardines, has become one of the biggest food trends around. Social media has turned these little fish into some kind of protein-packed superfood, and younger people are buying them like crazy. They're calling it like sardine maxing, something like that. I never thought I'd say this, but I'm legitimately considering trying them during the noon hour of Madness and Mayhem tomorrow. Mostly because I've reached the age where somebody says high protein, omega-3s, cheap and good for you, and suddenly I'm interested. You know, I've been on this diet change for the past couple of weeks, and I haven't had like a burger in a while. Last night I was out with my friend Brian, and we're sitting there at a Mexican food spot. I didn't order anything. I was like, it's 9:30 p.m. I already had dinner for the night, and so I had to watch him eat a carne asada burrito, and he just devoured that thing. Apparently people are putting sardines on crackers, toast, pasta, charcuterie boards, all sorts of fancy setups that would have gotten you kicked out of a middle school lunch table. I'm worried about opening up a can of sardines here in the studio because it's going to smell bad, but I mean, it already smells bad in here. Speaking of that, I don't know what is going on with the East Idaho News bathroom, but all of their staff are coming to our side of the building to use the restroom, and so that means there's a ton of dudes fighting for that restroom at any single time throughout the day, and some of these people, man, they stink it up. Not as bad as sardines. It's worse than sardines. I'm sorry. It's worse than sardines. Absolutely. That part of the hallway or that part of the building, I just avoid altogether now. I just wait to go use the restroom at my place. Last night I saw I saw parts of the trailer or gameplay footage of the new Marvel Wolverine or Marvel's Wolverine video game, and it looks awesome. It looks like the type of game that my computer won't be able to handle, unfortunately. And the funny part about it is that there's a lot of gore. Like, it just surprised me. I was like, all right, cool. Realism. Awesome. Like a guy with titanium claws coming out of his hands, clawing at people. It should be a bloody game. And I can't believe they had to point out that there is a setting for you to turn the gore off. If you're going to play a game like that, you have to have it on. Like, can you imagine being that one kid who's asking his mom, hey, can I please get this game? And she just goes like, oh, as long as you turn the gore off. Like, don't even bother to get the game then. It's like playing Grounded. If you've never played that game, you get shrunken down to like the size of a bug and you fight bugs. They're like dinosaurs, like the spiders are huge, everything. But if you're afraid of spiders, they do have this filter to turn. It was like arachnophobia mode or something like that, and they turn the spiders into something different so it doesn't freak people out. It's like if you're afraid of spiders, don't play a game like that. I mean, come on now. With this whole back injury or this back pain, this back thing, whatever it is, getting re-aggravated, I don't know how I'm going to survive Saturday with the Second Chance Prom going on. And also the Idaho Falls Farmers Market. I will be at both of them. I plan to get to the Farmers Market around noon, around there. Then Josh will go and get things ready for the prom at the waterfront, Snake River Landing, the 27th annual Second Chance Prom with our sister station, Classy 97. It's Bridgerton themed. I think it's Royal Regency Ball. That's the official name. So if you want to show up in your finest attire, you can. $10 at the door to get into the prom. You can also buy tickets online at klce.com or use the link within the K-Bear app. It'll take you directly to it. It'll say Second Chance Prom right there on the menu. Or you could also go get some free tickets, limit 4 per person at Mahana Fresh, Black Tie Car Wash, Closet Revival. That's if they have any free tickets left over. I think the Closet Revival place had tons of tickets being taken, which is awesome to see. Can't wait to see how packed the waterfront turns out Saturday night. I'll put on my nice little polo shirt because I think my like official dress shirt's a little too big, and now since I've been losing weight, it might even be a whole lot bigger. Maybe I'll be able to fit into those dress pants that I couldn't fit into the last time I tried putting them on. Well, I'll see. Anyway, the Second Chance Prom again happening this Saturday, 8 p.m. to 11 p.m. after the Idaho Falls Farmers Market. Like I mentioned, it's going to be a pretty busy Saturday. All right, we've all done it. We've all rang the doorbell. We've taken off running. You hide behind a bush. You try not to laugh. Ding-dong ditching is basically like a rite of passage. It's dumb. It's harmless. It's been around forever. I don't think it can really exist all that. I don't think it can exist anymore because of how many people have Ring doorbell cameras. This story out of Kansas is absolutely wild. Some kids had allegedly been ding-dong ditching a house for a few weeks when the owner of the house was like, "I've had enough." And instead of ignoring it or yelling at them or even calling their parents, he allegedly chased the kids, tackled them off their bikes. I don't know how he was able to catch up to them pedaling full speed on a bike, and dragged one of them into his house before the child was able to get away. He's now facing multiple charges. I mean, obviously, I get it. Repeated ding-dong ditching would get annoying, but you laugh. You know, they're kids being kids. I hate that phrase, but it's true. Like, I just got ding-dong ditched not that long ago. I walked up to Victor the next day. I was like, "Hey, did you and Becca pull a prank on me?" He's like, "No, dude, it wasn't us. We would have told you if it was." And I'm like, "Well, I got ding-dong ditched by somebody." I was like, "Who's ringing my doorbell?" Like, nobody ever does that. I wouldn't go chase after kids on bicycles and just tackle them. I can only imagine this guy just waiting at the window after like the 5th or 6th time going, I'll show them. And then now look, he's in jail. What a dummy. Alrighty, today's What the Headline comes out of New York, where a village is holding an election for mayor and literally nobody wants the job. Not a single person signed up to run. Officials in the village of Bayville say their current mayor announced he wasn't running for re-election. Seems pretty normal. Then the filing deadline came and went, and not one person put their name on the ballot. So now voters are heading into an election where the mayor's section is basically a blank piece of paper. I mean, does anybody want to be a politician nowadays? I feel like they don't. The position only pays about $5,000 a year, takes up a ton of time, so that explains a lot. Most people won't even agree to run a fantasy football league for that little amount of money. I mean, you got to do the math yourself. $5,000 per year. 5,000 divided by 52. Imagine running an entire village. Can you imagine the recruitment process? Would you like to be mayor? No. How about you? Absolutely not. The election is going to be decided by write-in votes, apparently, so if people are tuned in from this village via the K-Bear 101 app, I dare you to just write down Victor Wilt's name. Might as well. Victor Wilt for mayor. Today, that is today's What the Headline right here on K-Bear 101. Thanks for listening to Peach's Pit Party, the podcast. If you enjoyed the show, please share, subscribe, and rate the podcast. Peach's Pit Party is hosted by me, Peaches, a.k.a. Brendan Peach, and is a production of Riverbend Media Group. For more information or to contact the show, visit riverbendmediagroup.com. Until next time, Peach out.